Wow, everything's working out exactly as I told you that it would. This is really incredible, but really, really good for us. Hey, everybody, Courtney Smith here with our TradeSmith video weekly newsletter for August 14th. Let's dive right in here, see what we can figure out. What the heck, huh? All right, we can certainly figure this out because this is the most important thing you're going to read all week long. Now, S&P drops as predicted. Purple predictor negative. I'm going to show you some more negative things as well. I think this bear move has more to go. It's going to go at least down to 24, let's say just above 2,400 in that area. Easy, probably this week. So look for more suffering in the S&P 500. What about the Dow Jones? Look at the little green line in the upper right-hand corner. That shows that the positive price action is deteriorating, but the little red line is going up, which tells you that the negative price action is increasing. Kind of falls into the duh category, doesn't it? What about the NASDAQ? No safe haven here. The only thing better about the NASDAQ is that the purple predictor is not as bearish. All in all, though, poor price action. We're making lower lows, lower highs. This is a bear move, not a bear market, not a crash, but a correction in a major bull market. Seasonality. Oh my God, this thing has kept us long. For so long, it's helped us make massive amounts of money because when the seasonality is bullish during a seasonally bullish period, I double the size of my positions until this week. Starting now, any long positions I'm going to put on are only going to be half size, not double size, not normal size, but half size. That's long positions. But short positions, I'll put on normal size. This is a big, big shift. This confirms what we talked about in this chart. We're in the midst of a bear seasonal move, a normal bear seasonal move. We talked a lot about this last week, so I won't go into it now, but I'm looking for this market to continue to move lower for another month. That means that in total, the market could drop easily 5% from the highs. No big deal. Maybe more, maybe 6, 7, 8, not 10, not 20, not 40 or 50. Yield curve, neutral. Asset allocation. Look at what's happening. Money is flowing out of the stock market and it's going into the bond market. So wait till we get and talk about the bonds for a second, because if money's flowing out of the stock market and into the bond market, you would expect bonds to be in a bull market. What about the risk indicator? No, they're saying, get me out of this joint. Look at how the risk indicator is collapsing, which shows that market participants are saying, I don't want to do anything risky. Get me in some utilities. Get me into something really boring because I'm afraid of the risk in the market. And of course, what's happening is they're taking money out of the NASDAQ, out of the big industrials, and putting it into utility stocks. Now, global shares came under the same pressure as the U.S. And look at the heavy volume down in the lower right-hand corner. That confirms this bear move is going to keep going for a little while longer. Bonds. Look at this. Definitely the money's going into the bond market. Bonds made a new 6-week high on Thursday and then did it again on Friday. Purple predictor is extremely bullish. So this tells me interest rates are going lower. It's very clear. The trading signals are very clear that bonds are going to go higher. Interest rates are going to go lower. Why? Well, a big reason is because interest rates are going lower in Germany. That's the blue line. So that's where the downside pressure is coming from in the bond market. Now, if interest rates are going lower, that should be bearish for the dollar, and sure enough, the dollar is starting a new leg down. Now, I told you last week that that was it, the end of the bear market. We got the rally that I told you we would get. Now, the market can go make a new lower low. However, it's not going to make much of a new low. I actually do think it's going to make a lower low, but it's going to be what's called a bear trap. It's going to suck everybody into thinking, oh my God, we're going to go take another we're going to drop another 1,500 pips or something like that, 1,000 pips. And in actual fact, it'll drop 50 pips, suck everybody into the short side, and then it's going to rally again. You mark my words. This is a very tricky, sophisticated call I'm making. Write it down and see if I'm right or not. Now, gold is skyrocketing. What did I pound on you for the last 2 weeks? Gold. Buy gold. Did I mention you should buy gold? Did I mention you should buy gold stocks? You should buy gold coins. You should pave your house with gold leaf. Gold is in a bull market. I did a special webinar all about why gold was going to skyrocket. What did it do this last week? It skyrocketed. Please pay attention to what I'm telling you. I actually am not too bad at this. Okay. Now, one thing that was interesting, though, is our indicators are actually not as bullish as they were a week ago. Up at the top, the euro is sideways, CRB drifting a little lower, but the yen, which has been, as you can see, the critical one down on the bottom, it's still skyrocketing up. So still, the indicators are net bullish for the gold market. Fully paid up members, I've got some other super sophisticated indicators in the fully paid up section. They're also bullish. And oil starting to drift lower. I really don't want to trade oil. I don't want to trade it because we're basically at the whims of the Saudi Arabians at this point, because they're the swing factor and they've been showing pretty good discipline. But the fact is that there's just so much supply out there. There's so much supply that can be turned on with a moment's notice that I'm just not seeing this stuff getting over $50 and staying there. All right, freebies. Listen, we've been keeping you completely wired with exactly what the market's going to do. We told you about the gold drop. The gold rally. We told you about the stock market drop. Both are true. You can see it with your own eyeballs, and if you've been listening to me, you knew it was going to come. Please subscribe to our newsletter. I just have so much more cool stuff there, plus specific trades. This newsletter does not cost you anything. It pays you money every month. All right, freebies, love having you. Fully paid up members, hang in there because I have some amazing stuff to show you, including our hedge for the stock market and including those nice winners we've got now in the gold market. So fully paid up members, hang in there. Hey, Courtney Smith here, and I want to tell you about TradeSmith, our video weekly newsletter. Yeah, I've been bringing the hammer to the market for over 45 years, and now I share that expertise with you every week in a terse, to-the-point video newsletter. Now, see, back in the old days, I actually ran the #1 stock newsletter in the United States for 5 years, according to the Hulbert Financial Digest. I crushed the market. I went where the action was, and for 5 years, when I did this newsletter, it was the #1 rated most profitable newsletter there was. There's a picture of it. In addition, I also ran the #1 mutual fund, growth mutual fund in the United States. There it is. There's Morningstar. Look at that chart. Ooh, that's a beautiful looking chart there. And I was #1. Well, and no losing year in 40 years. I've been doing this for a long time, and I want to share that expertise with you so that you don't have to go through 40 years of experience. Trust me, I bled a lot in those 40 years, but what that means is I've led a lot, and I've shown tens of thousands of people how to make money in my career. Now, first of all, in this newsletter, we're going to cover the key markets. We're going to talk about the U.S. stock market. We're going to talk about global stock markets. We're going to talk about foreign exchange. We're going to talk about futures, even commodities, oil. We're going to talk about bonds so that this is a one-stop shop. You can come here. You don't need anything else. We're going to use options whenever we have the opportunity to leverage up and turbocharge our profits. We're going to do it. Now, this is totally unique analysis. You think that if I did what everybody else did, I would have those #1 track records? Of course not. What I have to do is unique. That's the only way you can beat the competition out there year after year after year. So, deep fundamental analysis. I'm going to talk about this on 2 levels. First of all, fundamental analysis of the markets, monetary policy, economic policy, trade flows, all of those sorts of things, but on a very, very deep level. I've studied macroeconomics for decades now, and I've been using that analysis for decades. In addition, we look at deep fundamentals of individual stocks when we look at our stock market trades. That is to say, we're going to tear apart these companies. I focus a lot on a few key metrics. One of them, strong earnings growth. In the final analysis, that's the thing that really drives stock prices. Another factor that drives stock prices is when earnings per share estimates are going up. That is to say, when a broker changes their estimate from 10 cents a share to 20 cents a share, they call their clients buy the stock, and the price goes up. So those are the two most powerful techniques that affect the price of a stock. And I'm going to tear that apart and show you why I love these companies. But at the same time, just because it's a great company doesn't mean it's a great stock. We need to be able to time these things and buy them when it's good to buy and sell them when it's good to sell. So I'm going to show you unique technical analysis you can't get anyplace else. It's a combination of a number of indicators. Some of them you might have seen elsewhere, but I use them in a unique way. Others, you've never seen them anyplace else. I'm the inventor of those techniques. But you know what? Even the techniques that I use of other people, I use from people who are friends of mine. Yes, I've been around this market so long that most of the greatest technicians in history have been friends of mine. In addition, I'm going to show you ninja trading tactics. How are we going to get the best fill? How do we enter the orders? Are we going to use stop orders, or are we going to use limit orders or market orders? All of those sorts of things I'm going to give you in our weekly video newsletter. Key benefits of the newsletter. Number one, killer analysis that you're not going to find anyplace else. This is unique. This is unusual. And I have to make it unique. I have to make it unusual because that's the only way I can be number one. By the way, I was voted number one bond and gold market timer for 3 years in a row by Timers Digest. You can only do that when you have unique and killer analysis. Killer trades, because once we've got the analysis, we need to make money from it. We need to turn it into an actionable item, something that we can actually do in the real world. So I'm going to give you killer trades. I'm going to tell you specifically where to buy, specifically where to sell. Nothing is left to the imagination. I'm precise. It's also to the point. I don't want to waste time. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. So no BS, no stories, no jokes, no nothing. Right to the point. Here's what to do. Here's why to do it. And here's how to make money from it. So I'm going to keep it terse. It's about 20 minutes per week, right to the point with all the analysis. I show you the charts right on the screen so you know exactly why I'm doing it. You can double check my work. If I show you an indicator and I say this is what it means, I'll show you the recent past and you can see if it worked recently. Of course, it does. Now, actionable, that's a key thing. So many analysts out there, it's blah, 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 blah. It seems to me that all they want to do is they love the sound of their own voice. They want to sound smart. You know what? I don't care if I sound smart. That's not the point of the exercise. I'm not here to try to impress you. I'm here to help you make money. I'm doing all the same trades that I recommend to you. So trust me, they better be profitable. Easy. Like I say, I'm going to give you the exact entry, exit points. It's going to be super easy. Just type them into your brokerage platform, and there you go. It can't be any easier than that unless I came over to your house and typed in the orders myself. It's only $47 a month. This is a peanut for what you're getting. This is killer analysis, killer trades. This is something where, you got to stop and think of it this way. Can I make $47 more per month if I subscribe to this newsletter, or am I not going to make $47 per month? You know the answer. The answer is, of course, you're going to make at least $47, probably 10 times that, probably 100 times that, probably 1,000 times more than the $47, depending on the size of your account and if you follow all of my trades. So also, I want you to have a lot of free bonuses right up front. As soon as you sign up for the first month, I'm going to give you thousands of dollars of free bonuses. A lot of them are options related because I'm an owner of a company called Options University, and we've got some great education there from option beginner to pro in just 4 nights. I like using options if I can because they can turbocharge the profitability. They can also be used to cut risk at the same time. That's a pretty awesome combination. So I'm going to give you from options beginner to pro in just 4 nights. Great introductory course for an option beginner. I'm going to give you how to quickly and easily master the top 20 technical indicators, some of which I use, but of course, as I say, I often use them in tricky new ways, and I'll show those to you as well. Retire rich with 10x income. I love this course. Really, isn't that what we all want, is to retire rich? And hey, why retire rich? How about retire rich and early with 10x income? This is an awesome course. You're going to love this course. It's going to get you focused so that you can retire rich. The secret is out with gamma trading. Now, this one's more advanced. I'm not kidding you with this. Gamma trading, I used to be an options market maker in the institutional world. I didn't deal with retail customers, only with banks. And what did we do? We did gamma trading all day long. It's something that's so super sophisticated that very few retail investors ever really understand it. This course gives you the insight into how to do this sophisticated technique. So we started from option beginner at our top bonus. This one, advanced and very super cool. Another one is, I love this. Come on. We're going to give you a new option strategy every month. So what's going to happen is you're going to receive a new option strategy every single month for 12 months, give you a month to master the strategy for the month, and then learn a new one, and then learn a new one. This is a great concept so that you can learn in a relaxed fashion. Gotta love it. I'm also going to give you 82-page manual on candlestick secrets. This is a particular style of trading, using, instead of bar charts, using candlesticks. What's cool is it's got flashcards. And it's really very cool because you actually get to learn just like you did when you were a kid. So it makes it super easy. You can be studying while you're sitting there on the subway or whatever, looking through those flashcards, the tutorials, the manual. It's awesome. And then finally, a very secretive part of the universe, foreign exchange options trading, where we combine foreign exchange trading with options trading, profiting from the 2 hottest markets. So I'm giving you 7 bonuses here. The value, if you were to go and buy those, go to optionsuniversity.com. Check them out. You'll see the price is just under $2,200. So when you sign up for just $47 a month, I'm going to give you these 7 bonuses right away. You're going to be able to access them right away. So let's repeat. You get the weekly video briefing with actionable advice. You get the 7 valuable bonuses, and all for just $1.56 a day. Come on. Really? You don't think it's worth less than $1.56 a day? Come on, man. You can't get a Starbucks coffee for $1.56, but you can get one of the best video newsletters ever. In fact, I believe it's the first video newsletter ever. But you're getting the same insights and the same techniques that I use to build that incredible track record of being the highest performing, most profitable newsletter for 5 straight years. All for $1.56 a day. This is a peanut. So what do you got to do? It's simple. You go to bit.ly/weekly market forecast. And yes, the W and the M and the F have to be capitalized, but go to bit.ly/weekly market forecast right now to subscribe, get involved, full money back guarantee. Of course, do it right now. You're going to really enjoy it. I'm not allowed to promise you that you'll make money. The SEC, the FTC, they'll come down on me like a ton of bricks. But I know what my track record is. I think as long as you follow the advice, I think you're going to be very happy. I'm allowed to say you're going to be happy. I'm not allowed to say you'll make money or they'll come down on me like a ton of bricks. We don't like that. So here's what I need you to do. Go to bit.ly/weekly market forecast with the capital W, M, and F right now. Go there right now, check it out, sign out, full money back guarantee, get all the bonuses, try it for a month, I know you're going to love it. Thanks very much, and I'll see you on TradeSmith. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.